Yes, sir.
Think, Chad, what do you think some of the biggest physical mental barriers people face when they're trying to make, like a lasting change, and how do you help them overcome them?
Yeah, well, like we say, generations have changed, right? It's very, very, very different nowadays. So, you know, confidence, the comparability, we're compared to the next person. We see that back in the days, we used to call it keeping up with the Joneses, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
everybody wanted to keep up
right.
with the Joneses, and they still are, right? But now it's just, the influencer. This everybody talks about want to be a social media influencer, right? And I was talking to one of my media guys the other day, and I said, as my book's coming out, as I want to try to get down to do more speaking, all that, I don't want to be an influencer. I'm not here to influence you. I want to be here to inspire you, and that was the whole thing. So, everybody right now wants to influence somebody. So what's the influence? Are we doing bad behavior, bad character, good character? This is just what I've seen, so the biggest thing right now, the trends for that, is just be who you are, and
That's great.
when you take all these layers off, when my story first came out years ago, I didn't want to say nothing, but I did a podcast. It was called Make the Difference. And my buddy, who I went to third and fourth grade with him. Actually, he asked me, he said, "Chad, you got to come on here. You got to tell your story." So that was the first time that it ever came out. But I didn't want to jeopardize my business because I didn't want people to judge me. Right? It
Right.
was a stigma. I'm working with kids. I didn't want mom and dad to think, well, he's a convicted felon. So I put it away for a long time. But the weight that I was carrying on my back for not
Yes.
being real, when people ask me, tell me a little something about yourself, I couldn't tell them really who I was.